Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
Cue it up. Let's get going. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the brand new week, brand new episode of yours truly, Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only King of the Ice himself, Philly Pete. And we are live again on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. What can I say? I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I had a phenomenal weekend down the shore, down at the Jersey Shore. I was at Sea Isle City for a couple days, went to Wildwood. We are ready to rock and roll. I loved giving you the live show down at the beach. It was nice. The seagulls were flying, the beaches were hot, and the waves were crashing. What can I say? It was a phenomenal weekend. Back at home, back on the grind as we speak today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning into this Tuesday, August 25th episode of Pete's Power Plays. And let's get started. Now, overnight, real quick, the recap of the weekend. You know, it wasn't the best, but hey, you know what? You're getting to the second round of these playoffs now, and it gets a little bit more chippier. So last night, we had the Avs Stars over 5.5. That was a winner. Flyers over 5 was a loser. The Avalanche on the money line was the client play. That was an unfortunate loser as well. They were up 2-0, and you know what? Dallas Stars came to play. However, this is unfortunate for the clients, but actually kind of works out here because the clients had the Colorado Avalanche at 12-1 as a future for the Stanley Cup, and they had the Dallas Stars at 18-1. This was all before the season started. So, you know, it works either way here for the clients. Those that got my futures, they were the ones that signed up back in September, October, when the season first started. They got all my client plays. So, unfortunately, the Hurricanes are out of the playoffs. That was our dark horse of the Stanley Cup future. We also have, like I said, the Colorado Avalanche at 12-1, and we have the Dallas Stars at 18-1 to win the Stanley Cup Finals. So, again, either one, it doesn't matter. We're going to get a team advancing to the next round regardless. So that really does help out. So Dallas Stars 18-1 is still intact for the futures for my clients. So again, like I said, don't be alarmed, clients. We just remember we had the Dallas Stars and we had the Avalanche. So whoever advances, we're good. We're set. We're guaranteed to move on to the semifinals with one of our futures that we have. Also, we have the Philadelphia Flyers at 28-1 as another client future for the Stanley Cup Finals. So, you know, that's what we have as well. We also have a chalk Tampa Bay Lightning future as well. So, clients, they got 2 each. They got 2 in the East, 2 in the West. They got Colorado and Dallas, and in the East they got Philadelphia and Tampa Bay Lightning. So, you know what? Tough one for the Flyers last night. It is what it is, but the Islanders look faster. They look stronger, and man, they look like they're ready to rock. So Flyers have a little wake-up call now. Okay, they shouldn't have advanced after beating the Montreal Canadiens. The Habs look good. They look better than the Flyers. What can I say? You know, they really did look better than the Flyers. Now the Islanders are a lot better. Islanders are a lot better than the Flyers. They're quicker, they're faster, and they will put the puck in the net at all costs. So Flyers, and Flyers fans out there tuning in right now, because I know you guys are. You're grabbing your lunch right now, 12:04, saying, what's Philly Pete going to talk about today about the Flyers? Well, they have a rude awakening ahead of them with the New York Islanders. Okay? They had a flub last night. They were terrible last night. They got outplayed, and that's why the Islanders shut them out. Listen, Carter Hart can't do it all for the Flyers. We know he's good. Man, we know he's really good. But being a Flyers fan, you guys got to realize, you know, this is a better team than the Canadiens. Again, you got lucky to advance to this round. So they have a lot of work to do in Game 2. You know, it's actually, to me, I think it's a do or die for Game 2, to be honest with you. And I really think that they lose Game 2, I think the series is over. I think this is the Islanders series right here if they win Game 2. Simple as that. So, and then you also have Boston, who's up 1-0. They looked really, really good against Tampa Bay as well. Boston just doing the typical Boston thing in the playoffs all the time. They keep winning and they keep playing hot at the right time. So there you have it. But again, the two East Coast the two Eastern Conference futures that we have for the Stanley Cup: Flyers at 28-1, Lightning at 7-1. I know it's chalk, but that's what it was. Down 0-1 in the series. It's okay, no big deal. And in the West, unfortunately, we got paired up with Colorado and Dallas playing together. Colorado was 12-1, Dallas was 18-1. So Dallas up 2-0, looking good for those futures for the Stanley Cup Finals or Stanley Cup champs for my clients out there. So there you have it, a little recap right there. As we currently sit right here with the overall NHL season, Philly Pete is at 593 wins, 433 losses, and 25 pushes. Yes, I repeat, 593, 433, and 25. That gives you a total of plus 135 units overall from the season and including the playoffs. But again, before I get digging deep in there, I got to talk to you guys about, once again, the show, Philly Pete. Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only, of course, yours truly, King of the Ice himself, Philly Pete. We are live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Everyone tune in right now, and you'll hear my lovely voice. This show, as always, is sponsored by MyBookie.ag. Please make sure you make an account today. Use the promo code 12 Ounce Sports. That's 12OZ Sports, all one word, when making your first deposit today, and they will match it up to $1,000. Simple as that. That's some extra bang for your buck there. So once again, MyBookie.ag, make an account. Use the promo code 12 Ounce Sports, 12OZ Sports, all one word, like I said, and they will match your first deposit up to $1,000. Simple as that. You really don't want to be missing your tickets, cashing out during this NHL season, and let alone not only in the NHL playoffs, we have the NBA playoffs. You have NFL right around the corner. You got baseball still rocking and rolling. MLS is starting right around the corner if you are a soccer gambler. And of course, MyBookie has an amazing casino as well to scratch the itch before any puck drop or any tip-off when it comes to the casino. So again, put a couple dollars down on some blackjack, roulette, whatever it may be, 3-card poker. Kill the vibe a little bit. Crack open a couple beers. Go on MyBookie.ag now. Go to the casino. All right, play a couple dollars before your puck drop of your game starts. But first and foremost, you guys all are actually missing out when it comes to bookies. And you know what? MyBookie.ag, once again, is the way to go. So again, in conclusion, 12OZ Sports has the promo code. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. And of course, Zingo TV, channel 761. I hope everyone is tuning in today, listening my lovely voice and a brand new episode and week of course, yours truly, Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only, King of the Ice himself, Philly Pete. And again, Zingo TV, make sure you download the app on your smartphone, or not your smartphone, your smart TV. Use the promo code on the website because you have to make an account. Use the promo code 12 Ounce, 12OZ, simple as that, and you'll be streaming live all of our phenomenal shows on 12 Ounce Sports, including yours truly, Pete's Power Plays. So, and again, ladies and gentlemen that are tuning in, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your lunch or your breakfast this morning out west. Like I always say, grab that cup of joe, grab your lunch, and we are good to go. And tune in to the brand new episode of course, Pete's Power Plays. So again, Zingo TV, channel 761. Those that are tuning in now, thank you so much for tuning in right now. We got a pretty solid menu today. And like I said, those that are just tuning in now, we had a 1 and 2 night. Ad Stars over 5.5. Cash. Flyers. Islanders over 5. Dasher to cash out as well. A lot of posts. Carter Hart made some insane saves as well, just like Varlamov. Should have went over, but that's okay. That's a loss. And then the client play was the Avalanche money line, which was a loser as well. 593, 433, and 25 pushes, giving you a grand total of plus 135 units overall in the NHL season and the current playoffs. So, like I said here, it's been rough. It's been a rough week, to be honest. I know I was on vacation for the last 5 days. I was with my family, I was with my wife. I was seeing my sisters, my parents, my in-laws, family from out of town. So it's really, really nice to get together with everybody. And what can I say? I truly had an honor seeing everybody. It was awesome. It was a great, great trip. So, but once again, when it comes to the Twitter plays, those that are tailing me, I'm on a cold streak. What can I say? It's just how the cookie crumbles when it comes to capping sports. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. I had a few people DM me, saying like, when am I going to get my money back? When are we going to get back to even? That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. I'm not apologizing, but that's just how it goes. I mean, every capper on Twitter can vouch. Because listen, like you can't expect to win every game and go, 250,000 and 0 and win every damn game possible, And then of course you'll get praised by that, but those that expect to win out all the time, you're just there to troll everybody on Twitter. There's no give and take for you guys when it comes to what we do, because after all, we don't have to give you our plays. We don't have to give you our plays. But, again, I'll be completely honest. I've been on a cold streak the whole week. And, can't be hot all the time. Can't be hot all the time. Before this Avalanche game, the Clients were 7-2-1 in their last 10. So they've been on fire. Of course, they got a loss last night with the Avalanche money line. But besides that, they've been on fire. So Clients are happy. That's all that matters. My Twitter fans out there that take my free plays, of course, the Flyers money line the other night with the Habs and this over 5.5 for the Stars Avs game have been the last two wins and probably, the last few days all week. That's just how the cookie crumbles when it comes to capping sports, let alone the NHL. It is a tough sport. You all have to realize that. So again, in conclusion here, again, I come out, and this is why not only am I a very credible and trustworthy capper, that's why I have a crap load of clients to deal with every day, and more sign up by the day, because they see my numbers and my units, and they know how transparent and trusting I am. That's why they sign up with one of the best, if not the best hockey capper on Twitter. I'm transparent. When I lose, I lose. I tweet it out. If not, it's always talked about on the show. So I go over every game. I go over every winner and loser. When I lose, I let everyone know. Okay? Even now, this whole past week has been absolutely dreadful. I'm cold as ice, and that's how it is. And there's nothing back. You can't turn back now. This is a new week. All right? It's a new week on Philly Pete's show, of course, Pete's Power Plays. This is why you all tune into my show. Between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, when I give you all my plays on my show, I believe in week 1, week 2, when we were basically talking about hockey and getting back into the action with all the qualifiers and the round robins and all the seedings and all, we were on fire when it came to that. On fire. All my leagues I gave on the show cashed out, about 85% of them. 85% of the money, and all of my plays, all my angles and sides that I describe to you every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 12 to 12:30 about hockey, always cash out. At least 80 to 85% of the time during those rounds. Okay? Some of the games, even last week when I was on my show, or 2 weeks ago, they cashed out. Again, you can't win them all, and I have to tell everyone out there, that is how it goes. When you're a capper, you can't win everything. Okay? And those that follow my plays, well, you know what? Again, I'm not apologizing, because those were my angles and my leans, and that's what I thought were the best plays. And they lost. Simple as that. But once again, when it comes to a real, transparent, credible capper, I am one of the best, if not the best, especially in NHL. You won't find anyone else, any of those other cappers out there on Twitter that just post, oh, hey, here's my game, and it doesn't hit, and they don't talk about it, and they basically sum up that it wasn't even a loser. They just ignored the fact that they lost that bet and lost 10 grand on that game. I'm not like that. I've never been for the last 2 years. So there you have it. Okay, you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. When you're cold, you're cold. When you're hot, you're hot. But again, you can't stay hot forever, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot. This is why I love doing what I'm doing. Okay, you're expected to lose. Okay. Yeah, everyone's pocket's not filled with 50 grand in their pocket. I mean, come on now. Or 500,000 or $1 million. I mean, first off, who the hell's carrying that much money in their pockets to begin with, So, it is what it is here. And, those that reached out to me this morning that signed up for my plays, thank you so much. You have a discounted rate, obviously now, because we're already in the second round of the playoffs here, and you guys got a discounted rate here for the NHL package. And those that are interested, of course, you can reach me at The Real Pete Tooch. Search up PT. I'm one of the first guys there. And what can I say? I will hook you guys up. Now. Second round of the playoffs. We're, over 3 weeks now of the NHL playoffs. So, of course, you're going to get a discounted rate. I've been hooking up all my current clients and new clients with discounted rates as well for the NHL package only. Now, I do have the NHL package still going with the daily fantasy football, because I'm still I'm also the top notch, cream of the crop when it comes to daily fantasy football. My clients last year cashed out about triple the amount they put in to FanDuel or DraftKings. And that's why they signed up for both packages for this year, for NHL playoffs and daily fantasy football. So when it comes to fantasy football lineups for, FanDuel or DraftKings, I'm the way to go. And that's why I still have clients that sign up to me this morning. So there you go. If you're strictly doing daily fantasy football, I have a package strictly for that. I have the fee out. So those that want that, let me know. Again, I have clients everywhere. Okay, clients that just want hockey, clients that just want hockey and daily fantasy lineups, or strictly for NFL daily lineups. Simple as that. I have a fee for all three. They're all discounted, of course, because I'm giving back to you guys. I mean, honestly, I've been giving out a client play at least once every 2 weeks, once every week. There you have it. And expect one again this week. So we cashed out the last client play together. I believe the last 2 client plays that I gave out for free cashed out together. So I'm making this a 3 out of 3 for everybody. So expect a free client play just because I'm a nice guy. Expect that this week for one of these games coming up. So there you have it. Now, enough rambling on. When you're cold, you're cold. When you're hot, you're hot. But the hot streak won't last forever. Again, when it comes to transparency, I'm one of the best. And again, I'll be honest. I've had a cold week. What can I say? I don't lie. I never have. But when you look at my units and my overall numbers and records, that does not lie at all, which just proves you why I'm one of the best. So there you have it. But enough talking and enough basically giving people lessons on how NHL capping works. I want to talk to you guys about AEW Dark real quick tonight. 13 matches on the menu. Let's get this rock and roll. And you have Lance Archer versus D3. Give me Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk himself. The lovely Penelope Ford, Philly's finest, versus Heather Monroe. Gimme Penelope Ford all day. Kip Sabian versus Frankie Kazarian. This should be a good match, but I like Kip Sabian. Red Velvet versus Mel. I like Mel. Sunny Kiss and the bad boy, Joey Janela versus the Hybrid 2. This is going to be a good match. Hybrid 2 beat the Nightmare Brother, or the Nightmare team, a couple weeks ago on Dark, but I really think Janela and Kiss are going to walk out as victors in this match. Dimitri Jackson and Storm Thomas versus the best friends of Chuck Taylor and Trent. I like the best friends there. Gun Club, Austin and Billy Gunn versus Baron Black and Frank Stone. Give me the Gun Club. Santana and Ortiz versus the Metro Brothers. Give me Santana and Ortiz. Jake Hager versus Marco Stunt. I don't know why this is a match on Dark, but again, it's Dark. Give me Jake Hager. Ricky Starks versus Sean Dean. I'll take Ricky Starks. Nyla Rose versus Kylie King. I like Nyla Rose here. She should destroy Kylie King. Luther and Serpentico versus the Initiative. The Initiative is so due for a win, but I'm sorry, but Luther and Serpentico are going to win this matchup tonight. And lastly, Jesse Sorensen versus Sean Spears. I like Sean Spears here. These are all pretty obvious winners. Dark is fun. Dark is a good Tuesday night, hour and a half show just to kill some time. They got 13 matches tonight. It's going to be a long episode. And what can I say? There you have it. I have a ton of AEW and WWE to catch up. I got to watch SummerSlam still. I got to watch AEW Dynamite from Saturday night. Vacation. You don't really watch much TV at all. If anything, it's sports, and that's it. It's hockey, and of course when I'm capping hockey, that's all that's on TV. If not, I'm on the beach or I'm at the bar with family, whatever it may be. When you're with family, nothing else needs to be involved besides maybe a drink in your hand and playing some cornhole, playing some washers, playing some horseshoes, whatever it may be, cards, poker, whatever it may be. That's just how the cookie crumbles, and that's why, you always have a good time with your family no matter what on vacation. It was awesome. Again, can't stress it enough of how awesome I had with my family this weekend. So again, Dark, 7 o'clock Eastern on AEW. Make sure you subscribe to AEW on YouTube, and once 7 o'clock hits, you will be able to watch it live. So there you have it. Now, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into tonight's NHL games, you got 2 on the menu, of course. We are diminishing from what was 5 games during a day, 4 or 5 games a day, to now 2 games now. Let's get into it. So before I get into this talk, I want to talk to you guys about mybookie.ag. Please make sure you go onto mybookie.ag on the website, of course. When signing up for an account, make sure you use the promo code 12ounce sports. That's 12OZ sports, simple as that, all one word. And when doing so, they will match your first deposit up to $1,000. But you have to use the promo code 12ounce sports. Again, mybookie.ag, promo code 12ounce sports, and they will match your first deposit up to $1,000. Also, Zingo TV, channel 761, those that are tuning in, thank you so much, for a Tuesday, August 25th episode of Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only king of the ice himself, Philly Pete. And again, we are live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Make sure to download the app on your smart TV. And while doing so, use the promo code 12ounce, 12OZ. Simple as that. And you'll be streaming live all of our great shows on 12 Ounce Sports, including yours truly, Pete's Power Plays. So let us get into the show. Boston Bruins versus the Tampa Bay Lightning, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Over/under set at 5.5. Now, this is basically a pick 'em. Tampa Bay is minus 105. Boston's minus 110. A slight favor. But to me, this is more of a pick 'em than anything. So I like this game here tonight. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning to bounce back. They are good. They are a good team. Boston's great, but Tampa's just as great too. They proved in game one. Boston proved in game one that, hey, listen, we're gonna win. We're gonna take advantage of this first game, and we're gonna do our business like we usually do every year, time and time again, because they have the experience in the NHL playoffs. That's typical Boston for you in all sports. That's how the Bruins are. That's how the Celtics are. That's how the Patriots are. Red Sox used to be like that, but it is what it is. Sorry, Red Sox fans. But 70% of the money is on the Tampa Bay money line at minus 105. Over/under set at 5.5. I'm surprised this is not at 5. We had a very tight game, and this ended at 5 goals. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning here to bounce back, tie up the series at 1 apiece, especially at the small money line at minus 105. Now, I'm thinking here, if you really want to have a puck line parlay, that would be fine. A regular parlay here, to be honest with you, if you do Tampa Bay and say if you do Tampa Bay and say you do Vegas, that should be a decent payout, knowing that Vegas is also minus 200 when it comes to the money line. So, but if you do Tampa and Golden Knights, I know I put that out the other day, and that paid out plus 200. If you do Vegas and Tampa, 2-team parlay money line, that pays out at plus 185. So again, a little bang for your buck there. Good little value here. I do love Vegas, but again, I will talk to you guys about that next up. But listen, to Tampa minus 105 and Vegas minus 210, you're looking at plus 185, close to 200. Again, a little bang for your buck there. That will not be a bad idea whatsoever when it comes to a parlay of your choice here tonight. So, but when you look ahead at this, like you can even take a chance here and go. You can even go Tampa Bay or Tampa plus 1. You can go Tampa plus 1 and Vegas Golden Knights money line, and that pays out plus 120. So if you're not feeling the Tampa Bay money line, but feel like you're still going to get a push if Boston wins this game here tonight. I don't think so. I still love Tampa Bay. I do like the money line parlay as well. So give me the Tampa Bay Lightning minus 105 on the money line. I like them to win. I like them on the plus 1 as well, which pays out minus 195. Again, this is juice and juice and juice. And this is only if you're not trusting that. The plus 1.5 for Tampa Bay is minus 250, which is ridiculous. Again, you don't touch plus 1.5 puck lines unless they are a heavy underdog. Like that would match up well with Vancouver on the puck line plus 1.5, but I don't like Vancouver at all tonight, which I will talk about in a little bit. So, again, the over/unders here have been crazy. Tampa 1-7-2 in their last 10, including the playoffs here, on the over/unders. So they are under galore. Boston 2-8 in their last 10 when it comes to the over/unders, and Tampa Bay 15-25 when covering the puck line in their last 40, including the playoffs. Boston about even 19-20 in their last 39 when covering the puck line. So when it comes to Philly Pete's leans here and angles, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm on the under 5.5 in Tampa Bay and Boston. Just the way these two teams have been playing, they're always on the cusp of getting the over 5.5 no matter what. But again, Tampa 1-7-2 in their last 10. Boston 2-8 in their last 10 when it comes to the over/unders for these two teams respectively. So give me the under 5.5 in this game. I expect another good game. I expect a tight, aggressive game. And Tampa, again, they're down 1-0. They have to win this game. Otherwise, if they're down 2-0, man, Boston's in full cruise control in this series. So I think Tampa does bounce back here. I think they win the game. on the small money line at minus 105. Once again, 70% of the money is on Tampa money line. If you're feeling a parlay here, the plus 1 at minus 195 would be nice for Tampa Bay. The puck line at plus 1.5 is at minus 250. So the only way you're going to be doing that, and please, that's a lot of juice. I highly recommend you just take the money line here, as I'm more confident in that. But if you don't feel safe here and you want to parlay with the Vegas game, by all means do it. Like I said, if you do Tampa Bay Lightning plus 1 with the Vegas money line, it pays out plus 120. Now you're going to get even odds if you take the plus 1.5 puck line for Tampa and Vegas money line. That comes out at even money there. Even money. 100 pays 100. And 100 plays 120 if you play the plus 1 for Tampa. But again, the money line parlay, Vegas, Tampa, that pays out plus 185, maybe even more. My lines here are going up. I have a bunch of books. Like I said, I have minus 205, minus 210. I even some books even have up to 225 for Vegas. So there you have it. You're going to be getting at least a plus 185 value up to maybe over 200, plus 200, maybe plus 205 if you parlay Vegas with Tampa. So there you have it. Give me Tampa plus 1.5. Give me Tampa plus 1. Give me Tampa on the money line. I am all over Tampa Bay tonight. I do really think that this is going to be a low-scoring affair. And I'm thinking like another 3-2 game. 3-2 Tampa, maybe even 2-1, maybe even 3-1. Get a little empty netter at the end of the game for Tampa. Under 5.5 as well in this game, Tampa, Boston. And then the nightcap in Edmonton, 9:45 puck drop. You have the Vegas Golden Knights and the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver absolutely did not show up for Game 1. Vegas, we just know how good they are, defensively and offensively. They're absolutely brilliant. They're amazing. They put the pucks in the net and they play defense. Goaltending's on par. It is subpar. It's everything that we imagined to be for this Vegas Knights team. That's why in the beginning of the season, the restart, when I talked about this in April on my show, that Vegas would represent the West and the Flyers would represent the East. That was my Stanley Cup prediction. And of course, the Flyers winning the Cup in 7, but Vegas and the Flyers was my Stanley Cup back in April once the shutdown happened for the coronavirus. So, Vancouver Canucks plus 180 on the money line. Vegas minus 210 right now on the money line. 75% of the money is going on the money line for Vegas Golden Knights. And Golden Knights, no surprise there. Over-unders, 5-5 for Vegas, their last 10. Vancouver, 6-4, their last 10 on the overs. So again, the overs have been trending pretty lately on the over side for this series. I know it's been one game, and it should have cashed. But again, previous series, these two teams had overs had overs for the most part during the course of the NHL playoffs. So, and then Vancouver, 24-16 when covering the puck line in their last 40. Vegas, 17-25 in their last 42 when covering the puck line. Well, they did in Game 1, and I expect them to do the same in Game 2. I think Vancouver has no answer for this talented, studded, absolutely filthy Vegas Golden Knights team. So give me Vegas Golden Knights, give me the -1, give me Vegas in regulation, and we'll be good to go. And I like the over 5.5 as well. So again, the money line, if you want to parlay the Vegas Golden Knights with the Tampa Bay Lightning, that is a plus 185 up to a plus 205 payout for the money line parlay, Vegas, Tampa. That's if you sway that way. However, the Vegas Golden Knights -1 at minus 145, I like that play as well. And Vegas in regulation minus 135. I'm all over Vegas here again. I really like Vegas. I like them in the parlay with Tampa, of course. Give me Vegas -1 at minus 145, and give me Vegas in regulation at minus 135. That's a hell of a line for sure. It's only going to go up. So I like them all Vegas. Give me the -1. Give me the Vegas Knights in regulation. Give me the parlay, Tampa, Vegas, plus 200 odds, or whatever you may have it. And the over 5.5. I really expect to see Vancouver score at least a goal, maybe 2 tonight in this game. So over 5.5 and all Vegas, -1, regulation, moneyline parlay with Tampa Bay. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I am out of time, and I hope everyone has a phenomenal Tuesday. Stay safe, stay sane. Fantasy football is right around the corner. I will talk about that on this week's show, either tomorrow or Thursday. Those that want to sign up, by all means, please do. And I will answer all your questions when it comes to fantasy football, and of course, when it comes to being a client for Philly Pete and his VIPs. So everyone have a phenomenal day. Talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.